Welcome back to another episode here on Transform. Sam and I are vibing from the couch today. We're super excited. She's giving a pageant hand wave if you're watching on YouTube, which is super fun. But I am in Austin, Texas right now because we just celebrated Bubba's 30th birthday.
We love it.
We love it. I got
Hello.
an accent when I said that. I got a 30 up in here.
30, flirty, thriving.
Sam and I both had birthdays only 6 days apart. It's part of our beautiful friendship that we're both Cancers. We vibe on so many levels and waves, but this year was extra special because it was Sam's 30th. So we're going to dive into everything, recap how she planned this freaking bash. As you guys saw, it was literally the party of the century, and I want to know so many things, so we're going to just dive deep.
And Samantha Clarke is officially 31.
Yes.
So we're also going to dive deep into such a special trip that you enlisted. It was also Alyssa Lynch's 30th birthday, same date as Sam's, July 7th. So they had a really fun trip to Lake Powell, which so sad I couldn't be there, but also have 1,000,001 questions. But I feel like we first need to start with the craziest story ever.
No, literally the craziest. And let me just preface this. It's all about gift giving. This is about Sam and I getting each other gifts for our birthdays. Sam is the queen at gift giving. If you have received a present for Sam, it is so thought out. It is so beautiful. It's so intentional. So this year I was like, buckle up because it's her 30th. I really need it because gift giving is not my thing, you guys. Like words of affirmation, quality time. Gift giving is something that has not been my forte. But this year I was like, Lord, give me something I can give Sam. And it
gave her the same ad that it gave me.
And here we go. So Sam literally, right when I arrive on Friday to her house that she was having her beautiful bash at, she's like, I want to give you your gifts. And I'm like, perfect. I want to give you mine. And Nicole, Sam's assistant, was like, had my gift because I sent it to Nicole. And she's like, Sam, you should give it to Sam at the same time. And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Let's do it at the same time. Now I understand why. But literally, Sam is like so excited. She has this little bag. I have my little bag. And Sam she's like, okay, I'll go first. Starts saying her beautiful speech to me.
We're also sitting like 2 inches apart.
Yeah.
Holding hands. Like, it's such a moment. And yeah, like I wanted to give a little speech because I also was buckling up because I knew you were going to bring the heat for my 30th. And I'm like, I can't just take a step back because it's 31. Like, every birthday counts here. So I start saying my little spiel and I go, we're together forever. Like, this is literally best friends forever. And to me, it was this cute idea of doing this pinky promise, best friends forever. Let's both wear matching pinky rings that are these beautiful friendship rings. And they're white diamonds, oval diamonds set on a gold band floating. Like, they're so beautiful. I've just started seeing them. And as soon as I saw them, I immediately thought of Sam and like what a beautiful thing that can represent our friendship and have these beautiful friendship rings, pinky promise forever for life. I'm giving her this spiel and she goes, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, why are you freaking out? Like, are you mad? I'm so sorry. Like, is there something I did? And she goes, no. I'm like, what is going on right now? Sam goes, you need to open up my gift too.
And this is like, I'm starting to open Sam's gift. And you guys, we got this whole thing on camera, which I love that there was like an intuitiveness of like, you should record this. Because we were in this cute little nook before the energy of the weekend. Family, friends are coming and we wanted to prioritize this moment together, which I really loved. And I start to open Sam's. And when I saw what it was, my face was literally like, oh, Sam, you have to open mine right now. And she's like, no.
I was panicking. I had no idea why.
Yeah.
It was like such a freak out.
Starts to open my gift that I got her. And you guys, we got each other the exact same pinky ring gift item.
Like identical.
Identical.
You can't make it up. These are the ones, if you're watching on YouTube, these are the ones that I gave Sam for her 31st. And these are the ones that Sam got me for my 30th. So we have the most stacked pinkies in the entire universe.
Pinkies up, baby.
The pinkies are up. The pinkies are stacked.
Yeah.
And I think we're just going to keep them. We're like, should we turn some into necklaces? But we're kind of here for the pinky game now.
We're blinged up. It's just, I don't know. It's just so special. And I think you guys can all relate when you have that friend or that person where you have the same brain. And it was just like such a beautiful moment that I know we'll remember forever, of just how we did the same gift at the same time, and just like,
and we were both equally so proud.
I mean, I was the most proud, because
I remember sending you a voice note being like, you just wait till you see what I got you for your
and when
birthday.
you sent that, I was like, shit, thank God I like did something like really intentional. I will say I did get mine. Sam has one of her really great friends, Kate, and she's introduced me to her, and she just makes the most beautiful jewelry. And so I did get it custom made, inspiration from this brand that Sam got me.
And then I got them from the brand. It's called, I don't want to mispronounce how do you say it? It's like M-O-S-I. It's like Masingi. We'll link it or something. But she's also a form girly. She's so sweet. And I DM'd them and I was like, I need to get my best friend a pinky ring. Like, I was asking her because they also had pear-shaped ones. They had it was a process for me to pick the oval, and then we both freaking got the oval.
Pick the oval. No, they're identical. It's like, even looking at my pinkies, I'm obsessed.
Yeah. So we share a brain. It was the most insane moment. And even my dad was in the house, my brother's in the house, my husband's in the house, my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, and we're telling all of them as we're opening these gifts, we're like, you will not understand what just happened. And everyone's just shaking their head.
They were freaking out.
So like, you can't make this up. They're so identical.
Yeah.
Even I went to go put them on this morning, and I have to look so close to see like which one, because Sam actually engraved little butterflies on the back and a message in it, and I had to figure out which one was which through that to know which goes with which.
I'm obsessed. It was a pretty perfect moment. It was a great kickoff to the weekend.
Yeah, and I think it's just such a special time too, before we had so many people around.
Yeah.
And that was something I definitely took away from my wedding weekend, and I feel like your wedding weekend of doing a gift exchange before everyone gets there. Like, at your wedding, it was that beautiful moment of like giving you what I got you. And I'm glad that we were able to do that for birthdays too.
Yeah, which, side note, Sam got me, if anyone's interested. I'm going in literally a couple weeks, but she got me.
This is a psychotic wedding gift, though.
No, she got me Hoffman, which obviously she went to Hoffman, and I just enjoyed seeing her experience, and I'm so excited to go. And don't worry, there will be a recap here in the best way possible. But again, best gift giver. I literally was like crying on my wedding day, you giving me that.
I think it's one of those things in life where when you're doing something, even if it's going on a trip that you love to like a certain place on vacation, and you're thinking of someone you love who would enjoy it just as much, Hoffman obviously isn't something you do like a vacation. It's basically 20 years of therapy in 6 days. And there were so many moments and so many learnings that I had that I so deeply connected to Sam's journey. So I knew for her wedding, I also am not like, even though we did I feel like we get each other a lot of jewelry because they are these forever pieces. But I will say, I think we both are not really materialistic girls.
Yeah.
And when I was thinking about what to get you for your wedding, and we got her and JT something like separate for both of them, but for me, I knew I wanted Sam to experience the depths of which I did for herself. And she gets to go so soon. So we'll definitely do a recap. And I think too, when we did my Hoffman recap, I was protecting so much of what your experience is going to be, and like not wanting to project my learnings onto you. So I think that one we can actually go more in depth.
You did a really good job at that, and I really appreciate that. But I think it'll be awesome for us to have that in common and be able to share more together.
There is like a secret language that comes out of the Hoffman process that's really special.
Yeah. You just reminded me that we are planning a trip, also us too, and we can figure out where we're going.
Yeah.
We were going to do it post Hoffman, so that'll be side note.
I know, we do need to figure that out.
Yeah.
And I feel like we've both been like wanting to stay closer recently.
I know.
But now I'm like, fuck it. Do we go to Italy? I haven't been to Italy yet. Everyone's going to Italy. I'm going to go to Italy.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, let's recap.
I feel like we need to do you and Liz's B-Day first.
Yes. So I'll speak for Liz since she's not here, even though she's
on crutches.
Also in Austin, Texas, and she did tear an MCL. So we'll get to that.
She took my Summer Olympics too hard. Yeah, we'll get to that part.
Yeah, but pretty much Alyssa and I have the same exact birthday, which has always been so special. And I really love Cancers as my best friends. I'm just like realizing my two best friends are Cancer.
What's interesting is you and Andrew have the same zodiac signs and the same human design. You're both Cancers and projectors.
It's so, and I don't know if Liz is a man. Yeah, that's
Is
interesting.
she man gen?
She might be just Gen. I can't remember.
I'm a generator
You're a
too.
generator. Yeah. No, it is.
Yeah, Liz and I
fascinating.
definitely ring true to each other, I think.
But Liz and I have the same birthday, so every year usually we plan something together. But this year specifically, her birthday, she was turning 30 as well, and I'm turning 31, or now I'm 31. And so I definitely shared with her, like, please let this be your light in your world this year, and I'm so excited to support and be there. So I'll share two things I kind of did. I definitely was going to be a part of the Lake Powell trip, which we had so many questions about Lake Powell because I do think it's a rare trip that people go on.
Well, it looks like you're on Mars. I've never been.
You are on Mars. It's kind of, it makes you feel so small.
Those canals that you guys were driving through.
It's insane. Like, it really is such a unique place. And what's really fun is I actually went when I was 16 for my birthday. So to go again, like 15 years later, was so special. But yeah, I actually did a little pottery class last minute. And I was like, okay, I'll have this little moment for me, which was super fun. If anyone wants to do something super simple and like doesn't really like to throw big parties, that was really fun to be creative with your girlfriends. Super easy.
Yeah, I remember when we were catching up and I just wanted to affirm you and for so many others to hear who could maybe relate of you saying yes to celebrating you, because I think that's something that's not really talked about is, and I hear it from a lot of people who are getting engaged and are like about to have a wedding, that a lot of people don't actually like being the center of attention. And I fucking love that. Like, that's awesome. And if you can relate to that, there is still a way that you can step into your own light because you deserve to shine. But yeah, like maybe it's not this huge to do where you're getting all these people together and it's a trip or like a big party or like a nighttime thing. It can be as simple as getting, you had what, like 10 girls for a pottery class.
For a
just
private pottery class.
wholesome, a few hours, but you're still saying, when I turned 31, I did a really special thing with people I love.
It's so true. I honestly am going to remember it forever. Like, it was really special. And I was actually just talking to a girlfriend who was also, it was her birthday. It was actually Michelle. She's the same birthday as you. And we were just talking about birthdays. And I think birthdays can also be really hard for people. And I always say, like, pick up your dream day. Like, even if it's a workout class, like going and getting coffee, if that is your dream birthday, just do that. Like, zero judgment of what you want to do, just do it.
Yeah.
Because I think it is your day. And so to find like the people that you want to be with, wave that magic wand, but it does not have to be this grand thing. So the ceramics class was that for me. And I'm really excited that I did do that. It was super special, super fun. But then we went to Lake Powell, and Lake Powell was absolutely epic. There ended up being 17 or 18 of us. There was 2 houseboats, 2 wake surfing boats, and 2 jet skis.
Describe a houseboat.
Okay, a houseboat is not luxurious. Let me say this, you guys. It's not a yacht. So just warn your friends, it is not a yacht. It is like grunge tent camping energy, but on a boat. But it's so fun. But like, there's like 1 bathroom, there's like bunk bed energy beds, there's a slide at the back, but like, it is like, it's grunge, but in the best fun way.
Intentional grunge.
Grunge. You have to be so okay with, like, you know, we were wearing bikinis, no makeup, none of the boys showered, and like, you're like washing your hair maybe in the lake sometimes. It's that kind of energy.
But that's really like, and I know we'll speak to this a lot in this episode, the childlike energy of not caring about what you look like and just saying yes to the adventure that is.
It is exactly that, and it is so fun. You're waking up. Also, Lake Powell's weather is just like, it's pure sunshine the whole time. So you're literally waking up, it's warm out, everyone's having coffee on the top of the boat in their t-shirts and eye patches, again, like no makeup grunge, goes downstairs, makes breakfast on the grill because you like have the smallest kitchen in the world.
Yeah, also explain, because Sam was there for like a few work days too, and I'm like, girl, like, be so present, please. Like, you brought 2 routers. Like, what is the situation? Just no service?
So there's no service at all, unless some people had it like here and there fuzzy, but we bought a satellite thing for the roof. So I brought routers just in case the satellite didn't work because there were so many of us. But I will say, it was like, Liz bought it, and I think she said it was like $350, and it allowed 16 people to be on it. Wow. So it was a really good penny to spend if you do need to work out there and have Wi-Fi. No one was like on Zoom calls. I will say like the Wi-Fi wasn't like out of this world. Yeah. But it was like allowing everyone to still be online. Yeah. But if you need that, like do that. But if you don't, freaking zone out, because it was nice. A lot of people didn't have their phones on. Like everyone was so present. And that was like obviously the camping energy too. Like you're not on a yacht where everyone's like having their phones at all times. It was like people were forgetting where their phones were, which was special. But the houseboat life is, so fun. Like we had suitcases everywhere, grunge, like camping energy, everyone helping out. Like truly it's like everyone's cooking together, cleaning together. I will say this, like you do need to have people who have done it before, because a houseboat is no joke. Like there's things that can go wrong. You have to rope boats. You have to like anchor things. So if you've never done
like the skippers of the bunch.
You need the skippers. Like thank God we had some of the boys who knew how to do it, because the orientation where they guide you through it, they're like, all right, click, click, do this. Like they really let you free. And I'm like, thank God we had people who knew how to do it, because it's a job. We love
the boys.
The boys put in the work.
This is where they shine.
Yes, they were amazing, and it's just an energy that can't really be beat. You're literally parking your boat in the most beautiful, like Sam said, it looks like Mars. If you've never seen it, look it up. It's these crazy rocks. It's like you're in the middle of the Grand Canyon, but then you can go through these channels that are the size of like the boat only. Like it's small, like you're like can't turn around, and it is like you're this big. Like if you see on camera, I'm like, it's so crazy to feel so small, and it allows you to feel like this world is out of this planet that we have not even seen the half of, and how is this real? You feel that while being on the water, and it's just I love
that it's here. Like it's here, you don't need to travel. I mean, basically like what we were just saying, everyone has this desire for like their European summer. There is so much beauty to explore here in America.
No, it's so true. And this is one of those places.
So what types of activities were you guys doing?
Oh my gosh. So we played every game possible. It's like number one, which I love. Like so much fun. We did a lot of wake surfing. We also just did a lot of like riding in the boat, because it's so beautiful. We would just take the boat and the jet skis through channels all day. Like you would go and see like during sunset. That was like the prime time where the rocks are like, there's a light on the rocks, and there's a full moon. Oh my, we had a full moon too. It was
there was a full moon, because even through my birthday there was still a full moon.
Yes, it was so beautiful. But jet skis, wake surfing, a lot of games, cards. You're just also like laying in the water.
Honestly, my full personality.
We're
going next year.
You're gonna be obsessed. Yeah, it's so fun, and I highly recommend for anyone to do it with girlfriends. We did it for 3 nights, which I actually felt like was really nice. That was perfect. But if you feel like you need more, you like really like to go for it, I would go for a week. Yeah.
Okay, I can't wait for next summer.
It's so special.
I'm also proud of you, because I think group trips can be challenging, and you're such an intentional person, and I know that you probably had that conversation with self before going in. Was there anything that you could share of how to kind of peel back the layers of really getting to be a part of a group versus like forcing your independent journey on a group trip?
I think that if you set the intention before to like why you're going, I find you want to be more a part of the group, because you remember why you're there, rather than being like, oh, I'm here for myself or here for my independent moment. Like I was there to celebrate Liz and myself, but really celebrate her, where when you have that intention, you want to be a part of the full experience, and you actually don't want to be alone all the time, because you're like, no, I'm here for 3 days to soak this group and these people up. So what can I take from it, and what can I give? And I find setting that intention allowed me to enjoy the group setting 100 times more. Because you don't really have a lot of private space. I was sleeping on the pull-out couch in the kitchen.
In the kitchen. No, I love that. Yeah, I agree. I think too, like in those moments, you're not in control. Like you're simply just flowing and floating with the plan that has been decided that you're a part of. And I find myself having to like really like truly in my meditation say like what do I need from me so that I can just totally type B this thing and like flow with the majority rules. And once you embrace that and accept it, those are the best trips, because there is always, like, you need that planner, and when you don't have to be that planner and you can just be a part of it, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes. And let me just side note too, I did meditate every morning. I didn't miss a day by myself on the top of the roof.
Yeah.
I think it's also important for you to be able to live out that intention, is set that time aside.
Yeah, always taking that for self. Okay, so then from there you hopped on, was it 2 flights to get from Lake Powell to, what airports are those even?
St. George in Utah.
Okay.
And then from there flew to Arizona to Austin.
Okay. So Sam lands in Austin. We basically had like a full week of adventures here. So one of my very best friends, Laura, she is also, guys, I'm extra rasp today. I should have probably mentioned this at the top. I have like half of my voice right now, so I think some people are into that and some people are not. I apologize if you're not, but here we go, raspy cuteness. So Laura decided that she was my very best friend that I met after college in LA. And that's a very, very special friendship, because your college best friends are the ones that you meet when you're in the same boat as everyone else. And then I moved from, literal bumfuck South Carolina to Los Angeles and didn't really know anyone outside of my brother and his friends. And I actually met Laura because she was dating one of Frankie's very best friends at the time. And it was proof to me that I could still make best friends out of like my sorority pledge class, out of my college experience. And since both living in LA, we've both really grown in very different directions, but have maintained such a beautiful friendship. And she actually now lives in Sydney, Australia. And she was living in Byron, and now she's moving back to live in Sydney. She's originally from New York. And I obviously live in Austin, Texas. And she just makes such an effort. So for my 30th birthday, she's been doing an East Coast summer back home in New York and flew out on Tuesday of this week. So we were able to get a lot of quality girl time before everyone flew in.
Which I just want to say, side note, I think that I know a friendship episode is maybe like, if you guys want one, let us know, because I will say seeing this weekend and seeing all the different walks of life of your friends come was really special. And I do think, I love your friends so much. I feel like a lot of them have become my own, but we can do an episode on friendships too, if you guys would love to know.
If you guys want that. I feel like it is so needed. And this weekend was such a beautiful representation of, you have Laura there, who's my best friend from post-grad. You have Ariella there, who has literally been my best friend since I'm 2 years old. Like, our moms basically brought us into this world together. Sarah, who's my best friend since second grade. Oh my gosh. Ashlyn, who is my sorority sister. You have Caroline and Amelia, who are also post-grad best friends from LA. And then all of my new Austin friends. Jenna, who was an Austin friend who moved after 6 months of me living here and flew back to Austin with her husband, Cody, to celebrate. It's just such a array of representation of my entire life. So family started coming in on Thursday, and I think what is really interesting about me is I am so type A. So I knew for my 30th birthday, this is such a milestone thing for me. I've always said age is just a number, and I think we all say that. But even though age is very arbitrary, 30 to me has always held a lot of significance. We actually have an episode that is already out all about my lessons from my 20s. So if you are in the midst of the chaos of your 20s, definitely go check out that episode, and you can really deeply understand what 30 does mean to me. But I knew that I wanted to go all fucking out. Like, I was not holding back. I basically planned another wedding.
Sam texted me last year.
Yeah.
Last year in July, I'm planning my birthday. So
yeah. So what's interesting is how it changed. So I knew I was going to go all out, but at first I'm Jewish, so I thought it was really funny I could do Sami's bat mitzvah. And this was from a time, this was pre-Hoffman. My birthday's in July, and I went to Hoffman in January, and I started thinking about what I wanted to do for my birthday basically when I turned 29. So I was thinking Sami's bat mitzvah, I could like rent out a club, make this big ordeal. And then, we learn more about ourselves, and it was this immediate gut check of, you want to go to bed at 9 p.m.? Why in the world are you having a nighttime party at a club? Like, babe, you haven't been to a club since someone like forced you there. Honestly, it was your bachelorette.
Yeah, it was good. That was what came to mind.
And I was like sitting in the corner being like, like really trying to channel the vibes, like really, really, really trying. And yeah, so we switched that up. And originally my birthday theme was going to be Camp Sami. And I had been planning Camp Sami for 6 months. All the merch was done, all the logos were done, all the activities were done. I had a full color wars planned with a camp counselor. And if you live here in Austin, you know that during the weekend of July 4th, we actually got a very devastating rainstorm. And unfortunately, here in the Hill Country, there was a lot of devastation. And specifically, there was one area in Kerr County that had a camp called Camp Mystic. And I just knew so many friends of friends who were personally involved in, guys, honestly, like just the saddest thing, with so much destruction and so many beautiful lives lost at this camp. So this was 1 week before. And I looked at Andrew Saturday night and hearing all this news and like crying, looking at all these stories. And I told him, like, I'm having a gut check right now. I can't have a camp themed birthday. Like, this is not okay. And we're going to switch it all. Like, I don't know how we're going to switch it, but like, we're going to make this okay. And even more of a reason to get our local community here together. But this is my gut. This is my decision. And this is such a lesson, if you're listening, of having that connection to self and knowing, like, when you have these downloads, when you have these gut checks, take them and run with them and listen to them. And basically by the next morning, I was like, okay, we're going to do Sami's Beach Club. This feels completely separate and also very me. So knowing me and my type A self, we fully rebranded, and I got new hats, new signs, new napkins, new cups, because, and I'll get to this, like, I do love the details of event planning. And Nicole, who is on our team, and she is my full-time assistant, also became a party planner and like completely crushed it with me the week before, and just so grateful for all the support and help. And I was also working with BEG Events, who are amazing here in Austin, and they also work in Boston as well. We've used them for form events. I was like, hey guys, do you want to help me with my birthday party? They're like, fuck yeah, why not? So they're amazing. So Sami's Beach Club was a go. And my intention of my birthday, theme aside, was being my inner child. I wanted to play. I wanted to have fun. I didn't want to care about what I looked like. I wanted to play games. I wanted to basically have the 10-year-old birthday I never got to have. And that was the initial intention across the board. And it very much was this like 13 going on 30 energy. And with that said, we had a full Summer Olympics. We had slides, we had slip and slides, we had truly, I mean, like the bubble machine was going, the playlist, and the DJ was actually, if you live here in Austin, our Barry's instructor from Barry's Boot Camp, Josie. He's my favorite Barry's instructor, and he is the most amazing DJ. And it was like Hillary Duff, Hannah Montana, like these songs that literally used to play at bar and bat mitzvahs and sweet 16s that were just sending the best energy. And I got a few questions of like, how do you prioritize really catering to your inner child when a lot of your friends might not be into that? And what I think is such a lesson here is when you lead with that intention, even if someone's not into it, there's no judgment. They show up with love for you and that reason. Guys, I don't even drink alcohol. Like that's a thing about me that most of you know. And even though I choose to live my life alcohol free, of course, like we had a bartender there and people were drinking, but I do feel like the people who love me and see me, who are there to celebrate me, kind of turn that off for the day. And they're like, no, we are going to like bring out our competitive selves and give this Summer Olympics our full energy and just have so much fun. And if you're in this moment of celebration for you, this is what I'll say: you set the tone. Whether it's your wedding, whether it's your birthday party, whether it's a hangout at your house, your energy is contagious. So set that tone exactly how you want it to feel. And even though some people might not be interested in playing the games and they might prefer to just hang out at the bar, they still love you and they can show up for you in their own way. But like, you do you, and everyone else, that's going to reflect, like, you're basically a mirror to everyone else. So I felt really loved in that way.
I just want to comment on that, because even when you took the beautiful words out of my mouth, where I think what I got to witness is Sam setting the intention of, inner child wanting it to be that. First off, everyone that loves her is showing up for her, and remembering that, like, when you plan your birthday. Like everyone's showing up for you. So the best thing you could do is actually be in that energy and be in the self that you want to be. So if her intention is to have an inner child birthday party, Sam was in that and you felt that, and everyone wants to follow that because she is leading with that true authenticity that you're like, it's magnetic. I want to be a kid too. But if you were instead worrying about what everyone else was thinking or trying to merge to like, oh, should I be like changing the energy and fitting the mold of like being at the bar, everyone would have followed that too, and it wouldn't have been true to you. But you could feel like you were leading as captain of your team, like this is going to be the best, Olympics ever, and everyone just wants to follow that. Like you are in 100%. Charge of the energy you bring.
100%. And I think that was held all weekend. So Friday night, I'll start by saying we rented the most insane house I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm type B, I'm a party planner. I'm as fucking organized as this shit can get. Like I scoured the internet, and it was, if you're local, it was through Above Residences. And these are rentals that aren't necessarily on Airbnb. This was someone's like primary house that they were willing to give up for the weekend. And it was 10 acres on Lake Austin, which is unheard of. You basically drive up, and it's this long gated driveway to a single story ranch style home that had an additional 5 acres behind it and like the largest pool. There was a dock that you could jump off of. They had 3 different docks. We had enough room for a 35-foot slip and slide, a 35-foot tall double slide, full field for the Summer Olympics. Like truly, Bagel and Locks were at this house having the weekend of their dreams, running around. We had so many families of deer coming on property. There was enough room for myself, Andrew, and literally like all of my best friends who flew in to celebrate. So that was really special. So we knew that it was basically like we're checking in Friday night and we're not leaving until Sunday morning when they kick us out. So Friday night we had a Shabbat dinner, which was really special. Andrew and I are both Jewish. We both come from like very Jewish families. And Shabbat for us is, my brother always says, like Jews invented the weekend. And Shabbat is this moment where you celebrate the end of a week and you reflect on the beauty of that week. And you typically unplug. If you're Orthodox, you completely unplug and don't use any technology. But for us, it's, this beautiful moment of reflecting on the past week and a beautiful moment of gathering. And that was my excuse to invite, my closest friends, everyone who's flying in, and let's say the prayers, and then you break bread, you eat the challah, you drink the wine, and we had an amazing Mexican dinner, and then we played games. And when we play games,
we play games.
We really play games.
I loved you bringing in your roots into your birthday weekend, I must say. Like, if there's any traditions or things that you do, if you're listening, that your family has done, I felt like it brought all of us together, who was there Friday, in such a beautiful, intentional way. And I felt so honored to be a part of it and see like a glimpse into, your world in that way. That was my first Shabbat and I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
I would just say, if you can bring any of your beautiful touches into your birthday, if you're listening, like those are the moments that are also really special. That was one of my favorite nights of the weekends, or like a highlight.
Oh, that makes me so happy. Yeah, Shabbat is really special. And it's exactly what you were saying about Lake Powell. Like no one has their phone out. Everyone is so present. And everyone's also coming together in this way of wanting to either reconnect or more deeply connect or even meet for the first time. Like we are definitely bringing a lot of other circles together in that moment. And I love that, honestly, a game like Fishbowl is what we played that night. It makes you so close. I mean, I'm the most competitive human on the face of the earth.
I wish we could plug Sam right now of her competition. I'm competitive too, but you're...
Wait, I'm just remembering level. I have a video of you doing the acted out under the sheet.
Oh my God. We literally did the last round where the crew was underneath the sheet having to act it out. It was
basically charades, but you're under a blanket.
Did you hear someone go, this wasn't even one of the Fishbowl actions, but they go, ghost. I was dying
like,
laughing.
You just look like a ghost because you're literally under a sheet right now. No, we go crazy.
So fun.
I think it's because I grew up in a boy household. Like I'm such a daddy's girl, and then I have my older brother, and I just was in a household with so many boys growing up where it was like, like give it your all and like win, but have so much fun. And yes, we probably played like 3 hours worth of fishbowl, and there was maybe 40 of us. It's a big fishbowl game. So that was so fun. But again, like we were in bed by 10 p.m. And then we woke up the next morning and meditated in our pajamas, took that time. We were on Lake Austin, but it actually had a beach. So we were able to like put our feet in the sand, put our feet in the water. And for me, I was like really sitting there in deep meditation, listening. We actually have Nikki Novo meditations on the Form app, and I did the self-love meditation. And Nikki walks you through basically going on a date with yourself and picking up 4 different mirrors. And the first mirror is basically seeing yourself at the hardest point in your life. And for me, that's obviously, I think anyone who knows my heart, the moment I found out that my mom died, and like sending that love to myself. And then the next one is the moment of the biggest embarrassment, which brings me back to like my middle school days when I was just embarrassed being who I was at the time, to be completely honest. And, you know, you go through this process in this meditation, and by the end of it, you send yourself so much self-love and so much self-compassion. And I then took a moment for so much appreciation and gratitude, and being able to share that with my best friends who we had the slumber party the night before. It was so beautiful. And then getting ready for the day. And that day included so much fun. And it wasn't necessarily like the most amount of people. Like for me, more isn't more when it comes to the number of people. More is more in terms of like the amount that we get to share and do together. And it started with a dance party, and then we had Terry Black's barbecue. And then, I mean, it really was me as a 10-year-old being like, okay, now we're all gonna cannonball into the pool and then jump off of the dock, literally like 30 feet above into the Lake Austin. And then we're all gonna run down the slip and slide, almost break our necks, and then race down the slide. And this was going on for hours and hours and hours. And it was interesting, the wave of people that were coming in that looked so beautiful, you know, perfectly done hair, and then letting that shit go and getting so sweaty, so wet, and just like all over the place, disgusting. I had grass in places that were just like we really let loose in the best way. And then we did the Summer Olympics, which was all of the different events that hopefully we'll bring back for a collab Camp Sami next year. But it's just fun. Like everyone is just letting go and really connecting with that inner child. And if you're listening to this and you're on a journey of really doing that work of sending that love back to maybe your younger self who wasn't able to get that 10-year-old birthday party of their dreams, you can still do it. And I actually had a beautiful moment with my dad, who is in his mid 60s, and he was really just witnessing this birthday and was such a fly on the wall. And, you know, he's watching his baby girl turn 30, and we have a really special relationship. And he said something to me before bed last night, and he said, I love that we're both forever young. And it's something that he's carried with him. And so there's this quote: we don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. So figure out what that play looks like for you. And for me, oh my God, it was exactly what we did this weekend. And then that night we had another feast in the house. We're all like wet hair, no makeup. I'm literally in my pajamas. We played even more games. We loved Werewolf, which was a new game that Sam introduced us to, and Imposter, which my 18-year-old cousin introduced us to, and then passed out. We were in bed. We actually went to bed at like midnight, though, because we were playing games so late. But yeah, it was just the most fun, playful, memorable birthday. And the fact that we are 6 days apart, and then Andrew's actually 6 days after me, I'm so excited for these future years of continuing to get to play together and reminding our best friends too that life's too short to like take it too seriously. And we don't have to really be adults. Like we have to be adults sometimes, but in these moments when we can actually choose to just play and be kids, those are the best moments.
I could not agree more. And truly, celebrating you this past weekend was one of the best weekends of my life, and getting to watch you be you and be in such childlike form, it was such a gift to witness. And I was so proud to just have you as my best friend and celebrate you, which is the easiest thing I could ever do. And Sam and I were dancing on the dance floor to Jesse McCartney, Beautiful Souls, singing to each
Best
other.
song ever.
It was epic. And I looked at her, and I think we were like the only ones also just like singing to each other hardcore at that moment. And I looked at her and I said, I feel like we're 13, like actually with each other, which we didn't know each other at 13. And it was such a special moment for me to be like, we're 30, we do business, we do life together. But I also do feel like the 13-year-old me got to feel you as we are 13-year-olds and just have that moment together. I just feel like we're in charge of our lives and what we want it to be like. And that weekend reminded me of we can be kids at any time. We just have to set that tone and we just have to say we want that too.
Yeah, you can channel your 13-year-old self on any day. And this is actually such a beautiful lesson to kind of tie a bow on this episode. One of the best things I took out of the Hoffman process was reconnecting with my inner child and my emotional self, because a lot of our emotions tie back to something that we actually didn't get that we still crave from our childhood. And yeah, Sam and I met when I was, I think, like 25 and you were 26 at the time. And now we're 30 and 31. And we get to choose to be 13 whenever we want. We also choose to be like 3 whenever we want, especially when we're around our dogs. And yeah, like we both had our French braids in our hair. We're running around in our bikinis. Y'all, like I was running down this hill in my bikini so fast. I could feel my ass shaking. Like nothing was like, but like it was such like a free release of like, I don't care about what I look like. I am so here to be wild and free and be a fucking kid. And I was. Yeah. Yeah, I love you so much. And I could feel your love so much. And even as someone who like truly wants to show up for my people as much as possible, as a people pleaser, I'm such a giver too. This was such a moment of me of receiving and sitting with self, of saying like, you are so worthy of receiving all of this love and abundance of love. And yeah, I felt so loved and celebrated, and it's something I'll never forget. And I will forever be so grateful for. And thank you for being such a special main part of that.
I love you, and I can't wait for you to plan Camp Sami for the both of us next
year.
Here
we go.
That ain't me.
I know. No, the way I love to plan is the way Sami loves to flow, and that is why this yin and yang is magic, magic, magic.
Woohoo!
We love you guys.
Love you so much.
Love you, love you, love you. See you in the next episode.